Hello everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another delicious recipe, and in today's video, we'll be making catfish stew. This stew tasted super delicious and I'm sure you will enjoy watching. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. On this plate, I have some fresh tomatoes, some scotch bonnet pepper, which is atorodo. I also have shombo, which is cayenne pepper, and tatashi, which is a local variant of red bell peppers. I'll start by taking out the seeds from the tatashi and then I'll chop them up into smaller sizes to make it easy for the blender. After chopping them up, I'll transfer into my blender and blend into a smooth puree. If you're new to the channel, hello, thanks for stopping by. My name is Oge. Kindly consider subscribing and also turn on the post notification so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. You'll definitely love it here. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch me. You guys are the best. You guys are simply amazing. I also added some chunks of garlic and some curry leaves into the blender and I blended everything together. My tomato mixture is ready at this point, and I'll proceed to pour this into my pot and cook on low heat until the water in it dries up completely. While that is cooking, I'll proceed to prepare the rest of my ingredients. On this plate, I have my cleaned catfish. This is the star of the day. As you can see, it's squeaky clean. This has been cleaned properly. To season this, I went in with some curry powder, fish seasoning, cayenne pepper, seasoning cubes, and a little salt. Feel free to season with your favorite spices. I'll drop the list of ingredients that I use for this recipe in the description box below. If you're interested, please check it out later. After adding the spices, I'll use my fingers to rub it generously all over the fish. I'll allow the fish to marinate for about 30 minutes, and during this time, the fish will soak up the spices and it will make the fish to be very, very tasty. This is what my tomato mix is looking like after cooking for about 15 minutes on low heat. The water in it has dried up at this point and it's time for me to start preparing the stew. In my clean pot, I'll add vegetable oil, allow it to heat up before going in with my chopped onion. I'll fry the onion for about 2 minutes before going in with my tomato mix. The next ingredient to go into my pot is the tomato mix. And my tomato mix comprises of some fresh tomatoes. I have different kinds of peppers. I have tatashi, I have atorodo, I also have shombo, I have onion, garlic, and curry leaves. After adding the tomato mix, I'll give this a good stir until they are properly combined and then I'll fry until it is ready to accept my spices. The tomato is properly fried at this point and it's time for me to add in my spices. You know the tomato is ready when you see oil floating on top of it like this. To season, I went in with some curry powder, thyme, fish seasoning, and seasoning cubes. Feel free to use your favorite spices to season the stew. I added a little salt at this point. I didn't add so much seasoning to the stew because I already seasoned my fish with enough spices and I don't want the stew to be salty. After adding the salt, I gave it a good stir. You can tell from the video that the stew is quite thick. I added a little water to help loosen up the stew a bit. This is what we have after cooking for 10 minutes, and it's time for me to add the star of today's recipe, which is the catfish. I'll place my marinated catfish gently and nicely inside the pot of stew. I'll ensure that every part of the fish is well coated with the stew because I want every part of this fish to be flavorful. After coating the fish with the stew, I'll cover and allow it to cook. Catfish does not require so much time to cook, and this will be ready in less than 5 minutes. After cooking for about 5 minutes, I went back to check on it, and this is what we have. It smells really good in my kitchen right now. I'll give this one gentle stir before adding my scent leaves and curry leaf. I'll be using two different leaves for this stew, curry leaf and scent leaf. Which is your favorite? Which leaf do you usually add to your stew? They both have different flavors and taste, and they'll add different flavors to this stew. So I want to get all the flavors. This stew is a burst of flavors. I want you to try out this recipe. You won't regret it. This stew is the real deal. If you're still watching up to this point, thank you so much for staying with me. You're the best, and I truly appreciate your support. Please don't forget to leave this video a huge thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Thank you. I'll give this a gentle stir, cover the pot, and I'll allow it to cook for about 2 minutes. After cooking for an additional 2 minutes, this is what we have. I present to you this delicious, yummy, mouth-watering, appetizing pot of catfish stew. Guys, this just tasted super delicious, and I want you all to have a taste of it. So please try out this recipe. I promise you, you won't regret it. It's time for me to dish this into my plate, and I'll be pairing this stew with boiled white rice and some fried plantains. Guys, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. That way, YouTube will recommend it to a lot of people. Share with your family and friends. I want everybody to try out this recipe. Please leave me comments in the comment section on how it went. I would love to read them. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Thank you for stopping by, and I would love to see you all in my next one. Until then, bye.